in regards to the umbrella space, that's something that's really been kind of trying for these property managers that were once holding $100 million with all the RPGs and whatnot. As those have imploded, what have been some of the solutions you've come about to, kind of build, I don't know that everyone's taking $100 million, but maybe a $25 million tower. Where do you start when somebody comes and says, hey, our contracts require this, and where do you go? Number one, letting them know that their price is probably going to be 100 times what it was prior.
Yeah, pricing is obviously going to go up, but it's important for us as wholesalers to understand what direct markets they still have in play, whether that's a new RPG coming in, a GNY supporting a primary, or a Seneca supporting a primary. But if there are no direct markets, it's about, because we know the markets, right? Like last year we had that one market that we were stuffing all of our HAB leads into, right? Lead 5 million, lead 5 million, lead 5 million, and then a year later they dropped out. Right, so it's like, how do we pivot from having that easy process, lead 5 million, minimum premium 25,000, to now having to break it up to a lead 2 carrier who might have a 25K minimum premium, which means the 3x of 2 is then going to be, it could be another $25,000. So now all of a sudden your lead 5 is up 100% from where it was last year. So it's about just educating the retailer and letting them know that this capacity is no longer available for us. We'll let them know when it's back. We'll keep them updated on it, but it's been trying to find that capacity elsewhere with other carriers.
Got it. And then obviously with some of the events that have taken place, all you have to do is read a newspaper and find out some of the catastrophic payouts and whatnot we've got down in Florida regarding sinkholes and some of the building issues. Here in New York, we've had some, awful fires that we haven't seen in years that have taken quite a few lives. Do you foresee this issue? Do you see somebody coming and kind of like fixing it overnight, or do you think we're just getting into the thick of things? And where do you see this kind of market trending, not just in New York real estate, but kind of real estate across, across the states?
Yeah, I think the fire life safety stuff has become more of a focus in the marketplace just due to how catastrophic those claims could get if there's bodily injury. But I think a big part, and this is going back to the general liability side of the fence, is the insureds taking skin in the game, right? So, and when I say that, I mean taking a retention or a deductible, whereas prior 5-7 years ago, everybody was guaranteed cost, right? So now that requires the building owner to do their due diligence, right? To make sure their premise, to make sure their sidewalks are kept up, to make sure their cameras are installed, their exterior lighting is installed, to make sure those controls are in place to mitigate claims, right? Because now all of a sudden they're paying out of pocket for each and every claim that comes in. So it's been a requirement, in the marketplace to kind of take that 25K deductible as a starting point, other than a couple of the programs that we have.